Hello and welcome to another episode of the ASUS AIoT podcast. Today we have with us Takamichi Takeuchi-san from Magnica. He's the Director of Smart City and Mobility, and we're going to be talking about the solutions that they offer in this division.
Okay.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me. Yeah.
Thank you for accepting the invitation.
Yep.
And we're going to start with a question that is more personal. We want to get to know you. We want to understand how you started or got into mobility at Magnica.
Okay. So this is my first career, Magnica. So I joined right after graduating university, and I started the business. So I didn't know much about semiconductor. Actually, Magnica core business is from semiconductor and cybersecurity. But I was actually looking for the company where I can take challenge internationally, and Magnica seems to be a nice company to work with. So I joined Magnica and starting the semiconductor marketing and the sales specialist there. Yeah. And I spent around maybe 8 years as semiconductor marketing sales, and experienced many kinds of the industries such as consumer, automotive, IoT, medical, and because semiconductors are like everywhere, so I could experience many markets. And back to 2017, our company is trying to be more not only distributing, but also providing service solution provider. So, company wants to start something like a new business around that time. So I wanted to move that department and started kind of from scratch. And I have been in charge of the basically mobility until that time. Then we cover also smart city, and then now I'm working for that markets.
Okay, but do you have a technical background, or what is your background?
No, I don't have a background, so it was kind of tough in the beginning to understand. Like semiconductor have many very detailed specification for like so many kinds of the chips. So it was tough, but also like very fun to know many kinds of technologies and industry customers. So yeah.
And I think that because Japan is such a mature market, and that's what makes it also more challenging, because everybody, and I have to say this, so I live in Europe now, but I lived in Asia for more than a decade. Everyone, I mean, on average, is more aware of technology and more they just know about it, and they will talk in daily life about specs, which is something that doesn't happen everywhere in the world.
Yeah, customers are quite matured, and they know technology. So and semiconductor is very like a base technology, so they knew it. But when I start like a new mobility business, from that time, the like autonomous driving was kind of like booming, right? And people are still like getting know those kind of the brand new technologies. So it was quite fun to learn with customer. So it was like more fun time.
Right.
Yeah.
Sort of grew your career with the industry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Now going a bit into the company, right, and the solutions you provide, because Magnica is such a big group that actually, as you said, semiconductors are everywhere. Now you're specializing in mobility and smart city, and you are actually investing and promoting specific solutions, right? One of them, Everfleet, which is a traffic management system, manages fleets and from inside and outside the vehicle. Others that do autonomous driving with LiDAR technology. So very specific and complete solutions, right? Because you also offer the hardware and the software. And I think you have seen then how the market has evolved. So for you, what is the pain point that you're trying to solve for this industry?
I started like from scratch, right? And what I saw is there are many startups coming up all over the world, like Silicon Valley or Europe. And the thing is, not many customers can know everything about it. the customer doesn't have much time and resource to filter all the technology, hardware, software.
Yeah.
So we look for, which company has, cutting edge technology, and but still like a startup have very specific the like technology.
Yeah.
So maybe they need to be also connected, right? So we are also always thinking which company has cutting edge technology and what company can be like collaborated also. So we are making kind of like a package as kind of the system integrator. So we cover both hardware, software, and making package and providing as a solution to the customer as kind of the one-stop provider.
Yeah.
And the challenge is many startups are there, but actually, lots of like money will be needed, reliability, those kind of the things will be covered, especially for like Japanese companies are really caring about the reliability, right? So sometimes we need to invest into startup to be more matured, or like actually our engineer are actually testing the sensor performance in the like a certain testing facilities, like a JARI, like in a rainy condition or the like a dusty condition. Then we are trying to be prepared. The startups can be ready for mass production. So we are trying to actually implementing those cutting edge technology into really real society in the Japan. So that is actually our role, and that makes us quite unique in the market. So
Yeah. And you're very hands-on because we saw also some projects that you already deployed, and your role, like you say, you do the testing for them. You actually deploy and make sure you implement, you install with the partners, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. In your years in this industry, how have you seen things evolve? What has changed from the beginning?
many companies starting from technology and trying to be ready for ready for the market in regards to technology. And I think we are getting ready for the market.
Yeah.
And challenge is cost, reliability, size. So like in the beginning of the autonomous driving, the market, the first like the car is like so many sensors, is really like a robots, like robot like car, but actually it needs to be more like simple, right? So we try to be more smaller, lighter, the lower cost. So that is the challenge. For example, like a LiDAR sensor
Yeah.
has been very expensive so far, but now it's like some companies are providing less like $1,000.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's getting ready. Actually, some like a car OEM are actually using LiDAR now. So it's matured, getting matured, and I think we see more and more projects coming up.
Right. Okay, that's really good to hear. And in the process, I think that now that you are such experts and mature in this field, we came and sort of jumped on your wagon because I feel that when we started communicating and doing this partnership, you already had the reason. Remember, it was basically we had a project and we didn't have a solution. We had a computer, but we really needed your solution in order to offer it to the market.
Yeah.
So I think that this partnership works out really well in the sense that we really complement each other well, and we have the computer, but I always say this whenever we go to trade show. We used to go to trade shows.
Yeah.
It was basically putting motherboards and boxes on the table and explaining to the customer, well, this does this kind of applications, but it's very hard for customers to grasp that unless of course if you are expert in the field and you're an engineer. But for the commercial people or the people making decisions commercially, it's very hard to grasp.
Yeah.
And today things are different. People, when we go to trade shows, we like to bring along partners like you, where we can show something already on the screen and something working, and they go like, oh, this is what it does. So yeah, I think this partnership works out really well.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Great. Yeah. So the next question would be, can you give us one or two success cases where you already have deployed your solutions?
one big thing is, Navia, French company, is now our group company, and we are implementing the autonomous shuttle bus into many local governments or airports. Some facilities in Japan now is 40 to 50 projects going on. So actually, we are, kind of the leader for autonomous driving shuttle bus on the public road. So that is quite big thing, and I'm proud of it. And also, we see more and more projects coming up in the more B2B field, like in private area, because private area doesn't have the much regulatory barrier compared to the public road, and more direct to the operation, which means like in Japan, shortage of the operators are a big issue. It's called like a 2024 issue, and we call it 2024 issue, and it's already in the past, but that problem has not been solved yet.
Right.
Yeah. So like a shortage of the workers are quite critical. So like a factory or the ports, automation is really an urgent issue. So we see many projects coming up, and I can bring up some example about one project, and that is the collaboration with a company called Soul Robotics from Korea. And they provide computer vision perception algorithm for point cloud data from LiDAR, used to be. Then they tried to solve the problem for a car OEM and finish the vehicle and the valet parking in a motor pool, right? So now many OEM finish the vehicle parked in a motor pool by drivers. But some accidents happens, or drivers' costs are getting higher, right? And the space is limited. So they want to automate the car. But the problem was it's finished the vehicle, so they cannot place any sensor additionally, right? So, and Macnica and Soul Robotics put some LiDAR in the infrastructure, and they're getting the data from infrastructure, and getting the perception software running on the edge computer, and running the autonomous software in the cloud, and accessing to the finished vehicle, and the finished vehicle park in the parking lot, the valet parking. So it's very interesting concept, and actually is the progressing now, and actually BMW is already using that technology in the factory in Germany, and we are implementing that technology for Japanese OEM now, and is moving quite well. So that's quite exciting project.
Is this technology the one that the BMW using? Is it your solution or?
Actually, that is from Soul Robotics technology, and Macnica is helping to actually implementing that technology for Japanese OEM.
Right.
So we are doing some project management. We are testing some LiDARs, and the coordinating the meetings, translation, those kind of things.
Well, that's really good. Oh, interesting. I think that if people are talking also about private use of these kind of the parking lots, right? And they imagine that in the future you just get off, right, and your car is parked by a similar concept.
Exactly.
Nice. Now, if we go into more detail regarding your solutions, and you have various solutions, but what is the uniqueness? I think what are the unique selling points for your solutions? Or I would say, because your solutions are various, right? But so we could talk about your services, Macnica, and how you offer these solutions. What is unique about it, and what makes it preferable to others in the market?
One thing, we also like to make original our product by investing some money into the startup. For example, like our original fleet management system is called Eva Fleet, and we are using the technology from the company called Aptopod in Japan. They have very unique communication protocol. So we're using the communication protocol and making kind of the ready-made fleet management system, and using that for Navia autonomous shuttle bus and also for the mobility. So one of the strengths we have is really, implementing those kind of cutting edge technology into the market. So that is one thing. And also, on the other hand, we are actually based on the trading company capability and also system integration capability. And we don't really need to rely on specific technology. So, which means we are very flexible about the, which technology we're gonna use. So, important thing is the having the more wider networking and ecosystem. Then first of all, we need to listen to the customer. What is their pain point requirements? Then we need to think, which technology we can use to solve that problem. So our role is kind of like between the customer and the many companies all over the world, and connecting the technology, connecting the people. And we are very flexible to create, a very unique solution as package to the customer.
Yeah, totally. And from my experience working with Magnica and also in different regions, I realized the difference, right? But that today you see a lot of companies that are consulting companies probably trying to get into this space, right?
Yeah.
And they will do the project management. But what makes you unique and different is that you have the technological understanding and you can also contribute with your engineering capabilities. So that is a unique combination.
Thank you so much for bringing up. Actually, the unique thing of our company is more than like 30% of the employees are engineer, and especially in our division, like more than 50% are engineer.
Right.
So we are very technical focus company, and which makes it quite unique compared to the other trading company or consulting company. We can cover from sourcing and distribution and system integration as kind of the one one-stop provider. So that is quite, I think it's unique.
Highly appreciated also by us, by us.
Thank you.
Yeah. And I think the next question is more looking into the future and where you see it could be the company, the division. Where is it going, or where is the industry going in terms of trend? Or what are the new technologies that you see are emerging? Or what are people asking for more?
I think I've been focusing on autonomous driving technology, and technology is ready already. But thing is how we can have ROI for the customer, how we can solve the actual problem they have. So, it's easy to show off the technology, right? Like, hey, this is a cool technology, but actually it doesn't, the customer doesn't care about the technology. They need the results, how it can solve their actual pain point. So we need to really calculate, what is the initial cost and how long we're gonna take to pay off the initial cost, like calculating the ROI. So I think that is very important. And we need to think with the customer. I think that is really challenging part. So maybe back to the project with, car OEM for finished vehicle body parking. We calculated that numbers with Sorbotics and the customer. And we can reduce the human driving driver cost 50%, and we can pay off the initial cost within 2 years. Then it makes sense to use this technology for actual factory. So we need to think those kind of things with many customers in Japan. Hey, this technology is really solving your pain points, and you need this money in the beginning, but it's gonna pay off within this years. And I think that is very important.
Yeah, and this is why I love working with companies like yours, because I think that is the precision and the fact that you become such experts in this field that you can actually tell the customer in numbers like how that benefiting you.
I think we should do that.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, great. Last question, and I think is one of the most fun questions that most of our guests like. So it's more coming back to you and what you think about the future. So imagine we are 30, 50 years from now.
Okay.
And technology is everywhere, and things have changed probably in ways that we don't even know today, right? So think of one aspect of life, any, could be work, could be personal, private life. What has changed and how?
I've been focusing on mobility field and autonomous driving, but I think, in general, robotics, right? Robotics is gonna be everywhere. Maybe robots can do your laundry and cook. So I think the more and more robots can take human work. Sometimes it is bad, but sometimes it's good. It depends on how you think about it.
Yeah.
But anyway, I think if we think about it in a positive way, you can have more time.
Yeah.
And you can just let it go with the robots, and you can have more time. I think people will be having more time, and the thing is how you're gonna use that time for, right? So I think it depends on the person, but I think some people might want to study again, so going to university in the 40s, 50s, or somebody wants to maybe start the music, used to like a dream about like being the musician, maybe starting from maybe like a 30s, starting music or reading books. So, if I think about a business, I think like education or like a movie or that kind of the things that the people can spend the time with, it's gonna be growing as well.
Yeah, hopefully so. Yeah. There's this question that typically you see a lot on social media and also in psychology when you're looking for like a direction in life, or the question is if money wasn't a concern or if time wasn't a concern, what would you do with your life, right? So that, I think, is the ultimate question, right? And hopefully if the technology is there in the future and the robots take on your daily chores, that's the point, right?
Yeah, I think the people really need to think about what you really want to do, right? Like normally now people just go company, like working hard, like taking care of the children, or
and you forget what you like, right?
Yeah. So many things to do. But actually, when you have time, you really need to think what you really want to do, right? So, yeah, it's exciting.
Yeah, so the pursuit of real happiness, of your happiness.
I agree.
Okay, perfect. Right, thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you for having me. Yeah, and again, I really appreciate this event, and very well organized, and I could have many opportunities to collaborate with many companies. And appreciate your work, and looking forward to work with you more closely.
Pleasure for us too.
Yeah, thank you so much, Sylvia.